Hi, welcome back to Prime. I'm Emily Hargrove with Ashley Wessel.
Our special guest today is healthy living expert Larry North. Larry, let's talk a little bit about fad diets and some of the most popular ones that you've come across throughout the years.
Well, the one thing you just have to put in your notebook is any program that you can't do the rest of your life is only going to bring about temporary results. So it doesn't matter. If you go on a cleanse, a fast, a cabbage soup diet, it doesn't matter. You might see some results, but you're going to have a very quick rebound effect, and you're going to gain the weight back. So it's a cycle that most people will do. But see, in our culture, we're what's called hope seekers. We're hope seekers. We're hoping it'll work. This will work for me. I know it's going to work for my friend. It'll work for me. I remember being on the radio, and I was being honest about the Atkins diet. You've heard of that?
Oh yeah,
diet,
sure.
Right? It was very popular in about 1999 to about 2004 or 5. Did you know it was the #1 best-selling book in 1973?
It was really?
Yeah, most people didn't know that. Same book, same exact guy, same author.
Atkins diet, that's what it was.
Do you know why it stayed dormant for 20 years?
Why?
Because it sucked. It just did. It sucked. It wasn't a good diet. It wasn't a healthy diet. It was, putting your body into a state of ketosis, dropping out an entire category of food. But as a hope-seeking society, we thought, you know what? Probably, it worked then, it might work now. I gained the weight back, but maybe I won't this time. And a lot of times people will come up to me and say, all right, I know that this fasting or this cleanse, I know I'm just going to do it to jumpstart my motor, and then I'm going to eat healthy. I said, why don't you just eat healthy from day one?
Right, exactly.
Why do you have to do that extreme dieting and put yourself through that? It's just eat good from day one.
Yeah.
And so people just sort of don't get that a lot of times. But having said that, my job is to extrapolate the positives out of all programs. In spite of me not adhering or believing or promoting Atkins diet, he did do a couple good things. They promoted the awareness of sugar. So people did start going, wow, he's saying that carbs are bad, and look at all the sugar that we consume. He's right about that. Well, first of all, carbs aren't good, they're fantastic. So it was a little completely off base on good quality carbs and the importance of them. But the sugar, he was dead on. If I were to ask most people how many teaspoons are in 40 grams of a soda pop, they have no idea. There's a reason for that. The food conglomerates knew in this country we use household measurements. We don't use grams or metrics. So there's no visual, none whatsoever. But if I were to tell you divide by 4, so whenever you look on a label and you look at sugar and there's 40 grams on a 12-ounce soda, but here's the thing. I was in the store the other day, the little gas station store. I didn't see any 12-ounce cans. I only saw 20-ounce bottles.
Oh,
that's America.
And wait, I look, well, it doesn't have 40 grams of sugar. It only had 32. I'm like, how could that be? Then I looked a little closer. It said two and a half servings in the 20-ounce bottle. I've yet to see someone drink half and put the other half away.
No,
so if you drank 2 of those bottles a day, at the end of 8 or 9 days, you'd have close to a pound of sugar.
And that's obscene when you think about it.
So in answer to your question, there are good things that you can extrapolate. And listen, if you tell me, hey, I'm doing this diet, I'm doing that diet, this new one came out, all you're really telling me is you are looking and trying to do something that is good for yourself.
Right.
So hopefully all roads will lead to a well-balanced, healthy eating program. And today, we know that knowledge doesn't cut it, because we have access to knowledge at our fingertips, but yet we're more overweight than we've ever been before.
Yeah.
And so many of those diets too are celebrity driven. Jennifer Aniston was a huge proponent of the Atkins diet.
Right.
So, but of course she has. To be there.
Well, actually, she was a proponent of the Zone diet.
Zone.
She was?
South Beach.
Zone and South Beach. And maybe Atkins. No, but they're all part of the same DNA. They were very low carb, because remember, we also, not only we're hope seekers, we all jump on the nearest bandwagon. So what happened is Atkins came out, Zone followed, which was a healthier version, but a complicated version. South Beach came out, and no one's doing those anymore.
Yeah.
Well, Larry, thank you so
still
much
around,
for being
though.
here. Yes.
I'm still doing
Larry
it.
North, and join in KRLD every Sunday afternoon between 2 and 4. You will, what we have learned in 30 minutes, just imagine what you could learn in 2 hours.
Yes.
So Larry, thank you. Come back and join us again. And join us on Prime TV, Twitter, Facebook, and we'll see you next time.